The committee overall is reconvening at Tangipahoa Parish Jail and Transition Work Program. Time is 12:30 p.m. With the staff at Tangipahoa, please introduce yourself. You muted, Mr. Kelly, you muted. Would you unmute the mic? Would you please get some staff, Mr. Kelly? Would you please leave the room and get a staff member?
I hate him. They never got anybody in there.
Thank you, officer. Would you please introduce yourself and give your rank?
My name is Michael Odell Kelly.
I'm over transportation.
Okay, and officer who?
Sergeant Prime, Prine.
Okay, Sergeant Prime, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Kelly, would you please introduce yourself, give your full name and your Department of Corrections ID?
My name is Michael Odell Kelly. And my DOC number 450311.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly, my name is Alvin Roche. To my left is Mrs. Pearl White, and to my right is Mr. P. Freeman. We're here to conduct a parole interview with you. Let me explain the process. I will read some information into the record. Once that information is in the record, we'll conduct a parole interview with you. We have no guests and no victims present, so we're going to ask Sergeant Prime if he has any comments, and then before we vote, we will allow you to make a statement on your behalf. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kelly, you are currently 49 years old, and you are a fourth felony offender. Your offenses are simple burglary, and you were sentenced on October 26, 2021. You received 189-day jail credit, and you were sentenced to 8 years. You served 2 years of that sentence, about 25% of your sentence. Your parole date is April 18, 2023. We have an adjusted good time date of February 6, 2024. And that good time date has not been adjusted. That is your original good time date, February 6, 2024. Your full term date is April 19, 2029. Is all this information correct?
Yes, sir.
Before I give you to Mr. Freeman, you've been incarcerated for 2 years, Mr. Kelly. You have not taken one program. Why?
Because, sir, I ain't want to miss no days off my job. You know, my job was dependent on me.
Okay, so basically, if you would have left that job alone in your work release, and took some program in the 2 years that you've been incarcerated, guess where you would be right now? Home. You would be home on good time release, because you would have been released on the first week of February 2023. You would be home now if only you would have taken the proper program in the first 2 years of your incarceration. I just wanted you to realize what that work release requires you. Mr. Freeman?
Okay, Mr. Kelly, how old are you?
49.
Okay, and how many years has you served on this charge?
On this charge, 2 years.
Okay. Your rap sheet has you as a fourth offender, probation pro has you as a fifth. I just want to state that.
Sir, I've been a third offender. I've been convicted 3 times.
Your record shows you've been convicted more than that. Yeah. Record shows you've been convicted of more than that, 4 felonies than that. Okay, that's neither here nor there. I'm not for you. All right, so according to the arrest report, you stole a box of lobsters
Yes, sir.
and they ID'd you from the surveillance, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why were you stealing? What did you need?
Sir, I'm sorry for the crime I committed. And I was really out of work, a job, homeless. And, you know, and now I got my self together. I got a job. I'm real educated. I learn from my mistakes. Sir.
Okay. Were there any drugs, alcohol involved?
No, sir.
Do you do drugs, alcohol?
No, sir.
Okay. So if people said you drank a lot, they wouldn't be telling the truth.
Well, I drank a little bit. Yes, sir, I drank. But no drugs.
Okay. All right. You've had 4 revocations. 2 times you were revoked for new felony convictions. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many times have you been on probation or parole?
I've been on probation. I've been on parole 1 time.
Okay. Were you ever put on probation?
No, sir.
Far as law enforcement, all of the law enforcement are opposed. The victim is opposed. You know, you have a bad supervision history and you've had 65 adult arrests. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
That's about right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are you going to live and where are you going to work if you get out now?
Well, I'm gonna live with my mother. I got a job right now in work release. That's still mine. Work release, they want me back when I get out.
They're going to keep you. Good.
Sir.
What place is about it? You have any plans on how you're going to stay sober, how you going to stop drinking?
Yes, sir. I've been clean here for a minute. So I learned my lesson and I'm focused. straight, both straight.
You have a moderate risk, a high needs. As Mr. Roger said, you haven't taken any classes. Is the sergeant around or he left the room?
He left the room.
Okay. Okay. So right now, where you working, you stay at the jail at night or you stay over there?
I stay at the jail. I'm at SMI, concrete plant in Slidell.
I have no further questions. Roger.
I just out of my curiosity, Mr. Kelly, the records I have, the victim is unopposed. The victim indicated that the cost of the lobsters, how much do you think those lobsters cost that you stole?
I don't have no idea.
That's something. It's it.
I don't know, $20, $30, $40.
How much did you sell them for?
I didn't sell them. I really was trying to, really eat. I was hungry that night, man. And I really was trying to find something to eat. And I didn't really know what I had.
So what did you do with the lobsters that you stole?
Man, I took them and then I left them somewhere. I thought it was something. I was trying to find something big I could eat, like fed off. I was hungry.
Then when you found out it wasn't that, something required to be cooked, you just left it somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
That's unfortunate. Were you drinking that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, for your knowledge, the business owner indicated that the lobsters cost $750. And it's important that you have an indication, to have a thought on the value of people's property. I just wanted you to know that.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Tim.
Thank you, Mrs. Wise. Mr. Kelly, would you like to make a brief statement before we vote?
No, y'all.
Are we ready to vote?
Yes.
Mr. Freeman?
Okay, Mr. Kelly, first and foremost, I was gonna try to get you some alcohol and drug treatment because all the arrests you have for them, but you claim you don't have a problem, so I don't think it would do you any good. You've only served 2 years of an 8-year sentence. You have 65 arrests, which is a terrible arrest history. You have supervision history that's not well, and you're high risk, moderate risk, and high need. My vote is to deny.
Ms. White?
Yes, sir. My vote is denied for the reasons already stated on the record, and it's a piece of advice. The next time that you are hungry, just ask somebody to help you. You'll be amazed how somebody would do it, somebody would help you. But my vote is to deny as well for the reasons stated on the record.
Thank you, Ms. White. Mr. Kelly, you received 2 votes to deny your request. I agree with my colleague based on the facts that have been mentioned by Mr. Freeman. My vote also is to deny. You have received 3 votes to deny your request. Your request has been denied. You have a good day.
There was something about that hearing that just really sad. Really sad. Hearing the story about the lobsters, I'm happy Miss Wise asked the question, and I was blown away by the cost. Apparently, I have no idea what. I don't like lobsters or seafood, actually. But just the tragicness of that, he wasn't buying it to sell it. He was buying it because he was hungry. He didn't even know what he was stealing. Here he goes in, he gets this lobsters, he goes, takes it so he can eat it, and he can't cook it. and he just leaves it somewhere, and it's worth $750 now. He finds out he may have never had. And the tragedy of he's an habitual offender. That's why they gave him 8 years. But it's like 8 years for stealing lobsters. And then you just assume he stole it to sell it. He's going to flip it. But he was hungry. I believe his story too. I do. I don't think he made it up. There's something about him. He's like maybe it's his deep voice and like the crew cut haircut. I almost feel like he could be casted in a movie. It's but he's got to have such a part of me almost feels like they're like, hey, you could have been home by now. But I wonder if that would have been a good thing for him. Maybe it's great that he has 3 square meals a day and he's has a job that he can feel good about and putting money away, and maybe it's the safest, most rewarding. I mean, what, you're going to let him out on the street with nowhere to live, no roof over his head, and then what? That's tragic too. I'm not, it seems he wanted to get out, but I don't know. For some reason, this hearing really broke my heart a little bit. It's a lot of arrests. He's been in trouble. He's got a drinking problem, obviously. You can see that. No drugs, though, which is interesting. No. Drinking's an expensive habit. I don't know how you solve a problem like this. I think that maybe you solve a problem like this by offering programs and work. That doesn't seem like such rocket science. Like, couldn't you have like real strong AA, and it could just be the group aspect of it, the camaraderie of it. You know what I'm saying? Having a sponsor that would care about him, like a relationship thing. While he works. Doesn't seem like rocket science to me. But I don't know. I haven't seen that really existing yet. It's like, it seems like one or the other. No. With that, I'll let you go.